Welcome to Exploring Judaism's podcast, Holiday Bites. We're talking about the high holidays, and I'm grateful to be talking to my colleague, Rabbi Diego Vovchuk. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Rabbi Jeremy. Nice to be here. Nice to meet you too. And well, here I have to share some thoughts with you as we go along.
I'm so glad. Well, why don't you start off by introducing yourself to our audience?
Okay. Well, my name is Diego Vovchuk. I'm a rabbi. I was ordained 7 years ago at the Seminario Rabínico. I made a whole semester in Shakespeare, Israel. I'm married to Danielle. We've been together for 21 years now and married for 7. As I am a translator as a background and an English teacher. That's my original academic career. And that's basically who I am. And I will have 2 jobs, let's say, here in Argentina. One is I lead a small community near my house. And on the other hand, I work for the Seminario Rabínico itself, where I lead the conversion program for those who want to choose Judaism as a way of living.
Starting with, the month before Rosh Hashanah and all the way through the end of Sukkot, a period that is about 50 days, is this time of introspection, the month of Elul and the high holidays. What does this season mean to you as a rabbi, as a friend, as a family member?
As a rabbi, to begin with, a lot of work. A lot of work and preparation, both spiritual and work to do. We have to figure out things and aliyot and everything that is involved regarding the high holidays and what comes after that with the Hagai Tishrei, with the Tishrei holidays. And as a rabbi, trying to guide somehow my community into getting to the holidays ready for them, spiritually ready for them. It's not like a marathon. It's like a marathon where if you want to ride a marathon, you won't start training the same day or the week before. You need some preparation. So that's basically how I try to prepare my community to get into Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur on shape, let's say that way. That's one thing. That's as a rabbi personally. It involves much of the same that I just told, but also a very harsh and difficult way of introspection. I have to see where I'm standing at, where I want to go. I'm standing at the right place. I'm doing the right thing. It's like not only personally, but generally as a rabbi, as a person, as a friend, as a brother, as a son, as a husband. So it's kind of a lot of things to juggle with, sort of speaking. And as a friend, I try to repair. Basically, I think that's a good word. I try to repair whatever I have made, whatever mistake I might have made, and to arrive into the holidays in a peaceful state of mind and with calm, and to face God and the holidays in the best way possible. That's basically, I think, that's how I try. And the same with the family. Family is family, and we might not get along well all the time, but my family is my family, and I have to try to repair whatever has to be repaired, and try to strengthen the bonds and everything that comes to being part of a family. That's basically it, I guess.
One of the major themes of this period is slicha, which is generally translated as forgiveness. How would you translate that word, and share a bit about what the idea of forgiveness means to you?
Slicha. Basically, as you said, it's forgiveness, but I have this feeling that we just say it. It's not something that we feel. And forgiveness, before ask for forgiveness, we have to really feel that we are asking for forgiveness and we are forgiving as well. It's like a process, but it's essential. And I think that the good side of forgiveness, it's to be, to be discharged as one of the burden that we have. Whenever we ask for forgiveness to somebody to whom we had acted in the wrong way, we might not become friends again or close again, but it will give some kind of again, peace of spirit. You will be at peace with yourself, which is basically, for me at least, the essential part of slicha and forgiveness. And when you get to this point where you feel comfortable with yourself, you are in conditions to face the Holy One and say, I'm human, I'm only human, and I've made a mistake. I have asked for forgiveness, and I can continue my way, much relieved and lighter, so to speak. I think that's forgiveness.
Tell us a little bit about one activity or process you might recommend to someone who wants to engage with spiritual preparation during this period in Elul before Rosh Hashanah.
Well, I'm a rabbi, so davening, you know, uh, prayer is powerful, very powerful, and we rabbis and some members of our communities are used to praying and constantly and being in contact with our inner selves and with God in a constant manner. But Elul is a very good month to reencounter with oneself, to see who I am, to discover my true self, and to act according to that, and to make some new decisions with that in mind, knowing exactly who I am. So we have to reflect, we have to think, we have to face whatever we need to face, the good and the bad, because that's our lives, and we're humans. I always say that if God gave us a forgiveness day on the Torah, is that because He knew that we will make mistakes. So he knows, He created us with the, let's say, ability to make mistakes. But the greatest thing is that thing is that He also created us with the possibility to repair those mistakes, to ask for forgiveness. So that's Elul. We have to forgive ourselves, forgive the others, ask for forgiveness, to daven if it's what we feel good with, to maybe it's not a whole tefillah, but some part, some text, some psalms maybe that help us connect and reconnect with the greater one and with ourselves. That's I think that's a good way of getting to Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur in a good shape, so to speak, again.
As you just mentioned, the two big holidays during this period, the ones that most people are coming to the synagogue for, are Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. What are the essential message of these holidays to you? How are they similar and how are they different?
Okay. Well, the essential message is like God. It's like I said just before, it's like God knows that we are going to make mistakes, and the message is, I know you made a mistake. Don't worry. Now you have a new year. Think about it, repair it, and try not to make it again. That's basically the essential message. You have a new whole year to better up yourself, to make yourself a better person. So that's basically the essential, at least for me, of those 2 days. And to end, particularly Yom Kippur, with this feeling that I was forgiven, that my mistakes, whenever there were a lot of a few or a few, I got forgiveness. That's the essential thing. The thing is that basically what Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, those Yomim Noraim period, it's about, you know. And on the other hand, they are the same because this somehow it's this period in which we stand hard naked in front of God with our best, but with our worst too, and we say, I know I did wrong, but I'm here in front of you asking for forgiveness. I'm just a human. That's basically, that's what's the same about it. And they're different because I'm not sure about it anyway, but I think they're different because New Year, it's this new beginning. It's the remembrance that I have a whole year in front of me to repair things, to make things better, to work on myself, to shape up, And on the other hand, Yom Kippur is basically when I focus on those are my wrong deeds. Please forgive me. And that's basically what I think is different about the difference in those two holidays.
During this season, starting with Rosh Hashanah and then Yom Kippur through Sukkot and Shmini Atzeret and Simchat Torah, a person is likely to spend a lot of time sitting in synagogue. What advice do you have for people who are in services and not feeling connected?
Well, it's actually I think it's a very simple advice. And it's an advice that I give quite often, actually. And it's that to focus in this text, this psalm, this tefillah that makes you focus. We tend to go, with the mass. Okay, page and page that and page that, and we go, and at a point we are like, hey, wait, where am I? So when you feel that, I think that it's a good moment to stop. Look up for this psalm text that makes you reconnect. See it, read it thoroughly, calmly, and then continue with the tefillah. I think that's a very good exercise, not only in in the holidays, but in the whole tefillah. It sometimes happens that we are so used to go to shul, every Saturday or every day or whatever, that at some point it becomes sort of an automatic thing, and we have to get out of that. So look for this psalm or text that makes you focus and reconnect. I think it's a good piece of advice for me. At least it is.
At the end of this high holiday season are the holidays of Sukkot, Shmini Atzeret, and Simchat Torah. And the main themes of these holidays are joy and celebration. Tradition calls them Zman Simchatenu, the time of our joy. What does simcha, joy, mean to you? And how can we carry that joy throughout the whole year?
Whoa, nice question. Joy, simcha is. I think that simcha is the capacity of the ability of the capacity of finding greatness in everything. I think that whenever I see a smile, a child, a dog, or something that makes me smile, that's simcha, and I try to hold on to this moment because it brings me a good feeling. Basically, it feels good. It feels good. So it's nice to feel that way. And I think that joy, simcha, joy, it's this state in which you are content, you're happy with who you are, with with what you have, what you do. It's. I mean, I mean, Hillel said it quite well in Pirkei Avot. Mi ashir, hasameach bechelko. Who's rich, the one who's happy what he has. I think that that's happiness, being grateful and good with the little or the much that we have in our lives. That's, I think, is joy, and a good way to go through it, with it through the year. It's remembering that the good things that you have, the love of your loved ones, your house, your whatever makes you feel good and happy, to to grab these things, to these people, and be with them, surrounded with them, and look for those small miracles in life that are nothing but great things, actually, even though we see them as small things. Heschel used to say that the tefillah, praying, is our answer to the amusement of life, and I think that's the way of being happy, uh, being at simcha through the year. It's finding happiness and good and peace, and those little moments, those little times, those small things that we see that make you smile, those people that help us go through life with a smile and teach us things. I think that that's a good way to keep that simcha all young.
If you had one more message, just something that you wish people would know about the high holidays, this whole season, what would you wish? What do you wish they would know?
I I wish that during these holidays, people can find the love they have to give and the love they have to receive from the other other people around, from their dear ones, from the community, and to work for that, to expect from that. I think that's a good wish.
I love that. Well, so appreciated that you took the time to talk with us, and have a happy holiday season.
Happy holiday season to you.